The emotions around money stirs strong emotions for many. It brings up conflicting feelings, a longing for the security and comfort it offers, yet also a suspicion that wealth might compromise one's integrity. Media often portrays the rich as villains, seldom as the heroes. When was the last time you saw a wealthy character in a film or TV show painted as genuinely virtuous? In religious communities, misquotabunda. Frequent one is the mistaken belief that money is the root of all evil. The correct teaching, of course, is that the love of money is the root of all evil. That distinction matters. It's not the possession of wealth that leads one astray, but the obsession with it. When money eclipses values, relationships, or purpose, striving for more the right way. Ask yourself this: if you have the capacity to do better, should you, within the time you dedicate to work, shouldn't you strive for your highest level of contribution? There is deep fulfillment in knowing you've done your best with what you have. Doing less than that often leaves a lingering dissatisfaction. We are by nature beings of initiative. Nature presents us with raw resources: the earth, the sun, the seasons, and something within us asks, what can I make of this? What can I build while I'm here? So why hesitate? When it comes to wealth, it's just another domain in which to express your potential. Use your energy, your creativity, and your intelligence fully, including in your financial life. That's not greed, that's life calling. You forward-wise individuals understand that the key isn't how much you earn, it's what you do with what you have that truly counts. Foundations of financial wisdom. This theme of maximizing your abilities and using money wisely is at the heart of a classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon by George Cleason. It's a short, powerful read. I like to think of it as a starter course in financial independence, a warm-up to the deeper journey of building lasting wealth. What we do with our resources says a lot about us. Our financial choices mirror our beliefs, attitudes, and sense of responsibility. There's a saying, your actions speak so loudly I can't hear your words. Everything on the outside reflects something on the inside. Symptoms and signals. Take a look at your life. Are there warning signs? If you're living beyond your means, even slightly, you may be quietly sabotaging your future. Every new purchase on credit, every lifestyle expense above your income is a sign. Treat these not as shameful, but as signals guide that something needs to shift. I once told a mentor, if I had more money, I'd come up with a better financial plan. He looked at me and said, if you had a better plan, you'd probably have more money. That stuck with me. It's not about how much you make, it's about how thoughtfully you manage it. Understanding real-world money. When was the last time someone explained how money works? Not in theory, but in practice. We often graduate with degrees and accolades, but no understanding of personal finance. Doctors, lawyers, business leaders, many are financially confused simply because no one ever taught them the basics. We must start with how money is divided, not just earned, but allocated. The reality of taxes. It may seem odd to begin a conversation about building wealth with taxes, but that's where it starts. Every dollar we spend has tax implications. Even a child buying a candy bar becomes a taxpayer. That's 6 cents on the dollar. That's their first lesson in economics. Use that moment to teach them why the tax exists, where it goes, what it supports. Road safety, public services, things no one person can do alone. That's why we contribute collectively. Taxes fund the infrastructure of society, and understanding this is key to being a responsible citizen. Mr. Skay, my mentor, taught me to become a joyful taxpayer. That didn't happen overnight, but I got there. I began to see that taxes fairly paid are part of sustaining freedom and opportunity. I even learned to see it as feeding the goose that lays the golden eggs. The 70s-30 principle. Once taxes are paid, the next step is learning to live on 70% of what remains. The other 30%, that's where your future is built. Break that 30% into 3 parts. 1. Giving. 10% should be set aside for charity, whether through your church, your community, or directly to those in need. This is a way to give back. Teach children this early. It's easier to part with a dime than with $100,000 later in life. Generosity grows best in small soil. 2. Investing. Another 10% should be used to generate wealth. Buy, build, improve, sell. Even part-time efforts matter. Start a small business. Use your skills. Buy something wholesale and sell it retail. The goal is not just to work a job, but to work on your fortune. 3. Saving. The final 10% is for reserves, your safety net. Emergencies, slow seasons, or unexpected opportunities. This cushion offers peace of mind, and thanks to compounding and tax-sheltered accounts, this part can quietly grow into something extraordinary over time. Teaching enterprise to children. Kids learn best by doing. Don't just give them allowance. Teach them how to earn, how to budget, how to think like a creator. Let them rent out a bike, sell something door-to-door, or save up for their own small project. Business skills can be taught through soap sales or lemonade stands. These early lessons shape how they view money for life. Teach them not to eat their seed, to preserve capital, reinvest, and think long-term, and show them the joy of giving and saving. These habits, once ingrained, last a lifetime. Adjusting course. Maybe you didn't get this kind of guidance growing up. Maybe you're not where you want to be financially. That doesn't mean you're stuck. It just means you need a new direction, a mid-course correction. Even spacecrafts adjust their path constantly. That's part of the journey. If you're off course, it's never too late to pivot. Let's aim for a new model. Grandparents who don't say, I need help, but instead say, let me help you. That's a legacy worth building. Knowing where you stand. Mr. Sheaf once asked if I had a financial statement. I didn't, so he told me how to make one list. Everything you own on one side, everything you owe on the other. Subtract the debts from the assets. That's your net worth. It doesn't define your character, but it does give you a place to start tracking income and expenses. Isn't glamorous, but it's powerful. Don't let yourself say, I don't know where it all goes. Know where it goes. Own your numbers. That's how you gain control. You can make 10,000 a month and still go broke if you spend 11. It's not about income, it's about stewardship. Your attitude matters. At one point I used to say, I hate paying taxes, I hate bills, I hate partying with money. Then I learned to say, I love paying taxes. It means I'm supporting freedom. I love paying off debt. It means I'm gaining freedom. I love spending wisely because I'm fueling a healthy economy. That shift from hate to love changed everything. Even paying a car loan can become a joyful act when seen through the right lens.